Hi guys, I am I am Gaspar Arcon. And today I've been asked by some people to show the way the bands are tied up to a Spanish catapult because as thanks to Keith's video that he was using a Spanish catapult, there's more people from abroad that is interested in using Spanish catapult. One main thing you have all to bear in mind is the way the bands are tied because we don't use clips. So it's very important to bear in mind a couple of things that I have here and I want to show you. Well, you will basically need this band jig. I bought it off AliExpress. You will also need a forceps. Well, I use this string, this clear string, to tie up the bands on. Well, also what I want to show you, it's very small detail, but that matters a lot. That I want to show you, which is here, is the placement. It's the placement of the bands here and here. Okay, that's you will need just a pen or I don't know how to say it in a permanent maker. Uh, well, if I made any mistake speaking in English, sorry. You will need a permanent maker to mark exactly the placement of the bands here and here. Okay, so once you have here marked the placement, in my case, I'm going to take uh, the bands I want. In this case, I use BSB 45 and 1812, which seems a little bit overpowered, but it's something that I get used to it and it works for me. So that's your choice. Another thing you have to bear in mind, very important, is the fact that not only we don't have clips, but also the fork width. The fork width is twice big as any normal frame. So the band length changes. And I say changes. It depends on the shooter, the arm length. It also depends on the ammo you are using, but more or less, if you use for target shooting a thickness of 45, 50, 55, more or less you will need 17 from 20. 17 from 20 will be a right choice for the band length. Okay, so you don't need anything else. I have also marked here, so I don't have to mark the bands. I will tie them up already. So I will try to keep as close as I can. This is tied up in TTF, but on the front I just fold in OTT. Okay, just like that. Okay, so this is it. So how do I stretch the bands in order to tie? This is this jig from AliExpress. It comes with only 3 bolts, but you have to modify this for a 4th bolt. Okay, for this. Let me show you. Just like this. Okay? So at this time, it is way easy to have your 2 hands free to tie up. Also, pay a lot of attention that I have a cloth here to not scratch the catapult, because this one is from a very special friend, Jose Vela. Some people from abroad, shooters, already know him. He is one of the best shooters and makers in Spain and very well respected. And he pays a lot of time. He pays a lot of time making the catapult, and this one is very special because it has a Ferrari paint, so I don't want to scratch it. Okay, so once I stretch a little bit, like that. Okay, it's done. I some scissors to trim off, and like that, it's tied. So now you have to slide sideways the band to its correct placement here. Now I trim off the excess. And you have already tied up the band. By the time I tie the other side, one of the other things I recommend you guys, I don't know where is it, let me find it. This is a very special tool, a very simple one, but very handy, which is a luggage scale. Okay, so this is the thing I use to measure the draw weight. So by the time, I recommend you guys to buy it, in my case of AliExpress also. Well, as you can see, I am paying a lot of attention on how I am tying the side of the bands, making sure it's correct. Well, what I was going to say is that it is very important to measure the draw weight once you tie them up, the bands, because by this way you make sure that the draw weight is not going to be too heavy or too weak, the bands. It should be around, well, it depends on the people, but in my case 2 kilograms, 2.5 kilograms, 230, between 230 to 250 more or less. Okay, so I'm tying again the other side. One, 2, and 3. Once I wrap up 3 times, then I stretch it a little bit. And do a double simple knot. 1 and 2. Okay, this is it. I am doing it very slowly to catch all the process on camera, but it is done. Now you trim off the excess here, here, and I always, as I said, I make sure the draw weight is between those numbers. Above 2 kilograms is okay. Okay, you can see it. 2 kilograms 28 is perfect. So it's ready to go. Well, if you guys have any doubt, just ask me. I will be happy to help. And well, this tutorial is aimed strictly for Spanish style catapults. And well, if it is helpful for somebody with this kind of catapults, I will be happy to have help those people, because it's something that it is hard for people to realize how we do it. So thanks for watching, guys. Shoot straight. Bye.